How would you like to be able to neutralize threats against you or your loved ones with ease? Wouldn't it be great if you could ensure a longtime adversary or bully never bothered you again? How would you like to know when someone's lying and make them tell the truth? Want to destroy your enemies with ease? Then you need Mental Warfare Secrets. This totally new program shows you how to dominate life and easily hypnotize others into obedience. Dear friend, listen, I don't care what you think you know about martial arts, mind control, or mental warfare. You absolutely must know what I'm about to share with you. There are a lot of people who don't think these things are even possible, let alone exist, and they're wrong. All too often these days, they're dead wrong. I didn't believe in these things either until, well, let me prove it to you. You won't want to miss this wild story. You're probably familiar with Black Ops, the art of seduction, neuro-linguistic programming, Kahuna, ninja mind control, remote viewing, hypnosis, etc. I met someone who has done them all and distilled them down to the quick kill methods of instant hypnotic domination over anyone. You've probably heard of this man. His name is Scott Bolan, the fighting secrets and martial arts mastery guy that you probably read about in international magazines or heard about in major media interviews. Scott and his work have always been in great demand, but with all the recent chaos in the world and subsequent threats to the people we hold dear, Scott Bolan has never been in greater demand. You see, Scott has done it all in the field of martial arts and combatives, from CQC to Jiu-Jitsu. He's a Jeet Kune instructor with multiple black belts and a certified law enforcement trainer. He's also the creator and founder of Warrior Hypnosis. Thanks to Scott's unparalleled success, he was elected head of a worldwide organization. But this is about the night that changed my life, and how what I learned from Scott Bolan will change yours too. After a grueling night of sparring against multiple attackers, all under Scott's expert instruction, he decided to take our entire fight club out for pizza. It's amazing to me that a guy at this level is also so down to earth and human, considering the superhuman things he can do. Want to know what I mean by this? Read on, friend, read on. So we arrived at the new pizza joint across town, but the place was packed. The hostess says, "I'm sorry, but it's a 45-minute wait to get a table," which is the last thing any of us wanted to hear. I was about to leave when Scott steps forward, looks into the hostess's eyes, and smiles ever so slightly. And this is where things got really interesting. After what seemed like a full 3 seconds of silence, the hostess says, "You know what? I'll just go and clear you a table myself right away." As she went to get the table ready, I noticed she kept looking back at Scott like she was in his tractor beam. Now keep in mind, none of us had been to this restaurant before, and we certainly didn't know anyone there. Yet it seemed like every woman in there was also staring at Scott like deer caught in the headlights. Surveying the rest of the room, I noticed the men too were giving him respectful nods, even stepping back to clear a path for him. I just had to know what these people were experiencing for myself. So I stepped up to a guy at the bar, pointed at Scott, and asked, "Do you know who that is?" The guy simply replied, "No, but he's the man, isn't he?" I was blown away. At the table, we had 2 attorneys, a broker, and a realtor buying us all drinks, and literally begging Scott to let them invest big bucks into one of his enterprises. Scott said, "No thanks," because he likes to keep all the profits for himself. Before the end of the night, no less than 3 hotties, including the waitress, had stuffed their phone numbers into Scott's hand, and he had barely said a word to them. I could tell this was no big deal to Scott as he tossed the numbers to us. Yes. Does this all sound unreal, like something out of a movie? Well, guess what? It's not. I was there. And I can tell you in no uncertain terms, Scott is the real deal. I bet you want to know how Scott radiated this unstoppable confidence? How did he magnetize everyone in the room? Well, you see, after years of studying just about everything, Scott got fed up with all the fluff and decided to only teach the quick and dirty truth and methods for getting anything you want from anybody. I asked Scott, "How do you do it?" "Do what?" he replied. "You know, magnetize people like that." Scott just said, "I don't intend to do it. It just simply is." Then Scott continued, "You know, water doesn't intend to go where it goes. It doesn't try to go where it goes. It just goes there. And like water, I go wherever I want, and I get whatever I want, and you can do the same thing too." I was astounded. Me? Do the same thing? Oh my God. From this, he began to train me in warrior hypnosis. He showed me how to buy a car. I was completely broke at the time. And how to get my boss to raise my salary, all within a week. I just did what he said and it worked. Make them beg. Now, ex-girlfriends who had dumped me for more successful guys were begging to have me back, even offering to pay my bills. My nagging stepmother, who's been trying to thwart my efforts for years, was all of a sudden very afraid of me. I was astounded. I knew I had changed forever. This wasn't some emotional cheerleading going on. This was permanent change. And it wasn't any esoteric mumbo-jumbo either. Forget the agony and frustration of learning difficult tactics. If you're as lazy as I am and simply want the bottom line, how to, you're going to love this. Have you ever noticed those few people that seem to be lucky? They always have their way, and life never seems to be a struggle. They constantly have beautiful women on their knees begging, and they laugh about it, while you and I are always struggling to get a date with some okay chick. In this totally new program you won't find anywhere else, Scott will show you how to have beautiful women eating out of your hand and eager to please you. And you don't even need to have money or good looks. Yes, it's true. See it for yourself. And listen, don't tell me you haven't wondered why some people seem to effortlessly conquer every situation they face. Notice how life can be a constant struggle or very disappointing and boring? Well, as of right now, life doesn't ever have to be that way for you again. Am I serious? I am deadly serious. In this new program, Scott is going to show you what he has learned about mind control and mental warfare. Because after he learned it, life is practically never a struggle for him anymore. You won't find information more powerful than this anywhere. And it's so simple and so absolute, so rock solid, that once you have it, your life will never be the same. Nothing will faze you at all. In fact, danger and challenges will be a joy to face them. How? Because now victory is automatic. Yes, I really do mean that, and I can prove it to you. Don't you want the same power in your life? The first thing Scott will show you is how to thrive in chaos. It doesn't matter what you're up against, whether you're out to be top dog at work or you're competing for a promotion or a sales award. With Scott's warrior hypnosis phrasing, you can mesmerize and astound the competition on your way to victory. They won't know what happened until it's too late. Some of the best secrets are from when someone tells you no. With Scott Bolan's mental warfare secrets, you'll be amazed when you learn how to get out of a traffic ticket. Now, what's that word? How to crush your enemy's spirit so you don't have to kill him. He'll just flee from you. Hypnotic trance. Make them desire to please you without saying a word. Psych profile. Know anything about anyone in minutes. All you have to do is listen to this program just once. After listening a few times more, you might have to stop yourself from shouting as loud as you can, "This stuff works!" Let me ask you something. Where have things been difficult in your life? I'll bet it's where other people don't do what you need them to do. Right? Well, listen up, because now is your chance to end those roadblocks once and for all. Once you order Mental Warfare Secrets, you can drop all the worry and relax, because you're about to become a warrior king, someone who gets his way nearly all the time. And Scott's secrets work everywhere. When you're negotiating for a better price, making a reservation in a courtroom or at City Hall, even with operators and gatekeepers on the phone. Think she sounds cute on the phone? Have her meet you later. She'll think it was her idea. Want them to work for you or buy your product or service? They'll want to, and thank you for it. No one will be able to escape your new magnetic power. And here's a bonus: how to tell if someone is lying. Think about it right now. How many times will you be lied to during the course of your life? And what will it cost you? What has it already cost you? Wouldn't it be great to know when someone's lying? Wouldn't it be even better to know how to detect and correct those who are lying to you or who are about to? Can you imagine the power you'll have just knowing this one secret? And what would that be worth over the rest of your lifetime? Of course, having mental warfare secrets is unfair. Knowing these secrets gives you an unfair advantage over others, because people won't be able to keep any secrets from you. Unfair, yes, and an advantage you totally deserve. You could easily convince others of almost anything when you learn these strategies, tactics, and sciences of persuasion in this course. You could also convince them of things that are untrue, though I know you would never do that. Knowing the warrior that you are, your conscience would never permit it. That's the unique thing about being a true warrior. You will only use these newly found powers and secrets for good, for manifesting an overflow of greatness in your life and in the lives of others. You see, true warriors like you have a force inside them, a kind of spiritual intuition that discerns all things, good and bad. This intuition is both powerful and magnetic. However, 99.9% of the population has been programmed by design to neglect and ultimately lose this intuition. Here's what I mean. Have you ever had someone lie to you or take advantage, and later you said to yourself, I just knew that was going to happen? A little voice inside you told you that you were being lied to, but you rationalized it away. You allowed it to happen, even though you knew better. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe it was a situation where you were told about something that was totally true and beneficial, but you rationalized that away too. Then when it was too late, you said, "Oh, I knew I should have done that." I think we all know what it feels like to miss out on something awesome, something we didn't have to miss out. Well, don't let that happen again. Grab hold of this totally new, one-of-a-kind course, and you won't ever have to miss out on anything you want and deserve to have ever again. As you can imagine, this ability is priceless. That's why Scott's programs cost thousands. Just to attend one of his seminars can cost between $1,700 and $2,400. But Scott's not trying to keep these secrets out of the hands and minds of true warriors. He's distilled them just for you. You must be the real deal if you've made it this far, and that's why you'll get the same info in the Mental Warfare Secrets Training Package for just $97. Did you get that? $97? And there's no way to lose. Scott has laid it all out in such a simple and easy to understand manner that only a fool wouldn't get it. Here's what's included. The 3 master keys you must know to get anything you want. Human beings are made of energy, and your energy is always radiating magnetic force that either pushes away what you want or attracts what you want. And there is never a time when this magnetic force isn't working, even when you're sleeping. And did you know every word you say has power? If you don't understand hypnotic commands and phrasing, everything you say pushes away what you want most of the time. This is the missing key to getting everything you want. The same rule applies to your body language and eye contact. And then there's your emotional response, which transfers control to your opponent or your target. This is even true in a bloody street fight. Knowing this is how a smaller guy destroys a big thug, and how the nerdy, broke guy gets the pretty girl. It's how the disadvantaged and underprivileged get rich. This key is so powerful, so total and true, that when you hear Scott explain it and show you exactly how to use it, you'll cry tears of joy as if you've just been handed a check for $10 million. Easily destroy your enemies. Let's not fool around here. What we're talking about is very powerful and dangerous. Knowing exactly how to control other people without them even knowing is an unfair advantage designed expressly for trustworthy warriors. That's why it's crucial that this program never falls into untrustworthy hands. Psychos, criminals, and nut jobs need not apply and are forbidden from purchasing. That goes for anyone on a power trip or whose goal is taking unfair advantage of other people. These materials are for academic study only and for adults only. You must be over 18 years old to purchase. By purchasing, you also agree to release Scott Bolan and every publisher, distributor, and agent of this course from all liability. So will you use this course for good? Just imagine what you'll be able to do once you get these skills. We know you're not like everybody else. There are really only 2 types of people, warriors and peasants. The peasantry walk around in a hypnotic fog of others' programming, kind of like computer programs. Only when you understand the source code of this programming, then, just like a computer programmer, you can push people's buttons and have them obey you, just like the computer obeys the coder. Does that make sense? It really is that simple, but it's not easy. Unless you know the programming language. Now, with Mental Warfare Secrets, you get the programming language, the buttons, everything you need to get anyone to do anything you want, anytime, anywhere. This essential information gives you specific techniques and phrases in minute, step-by-step detail that you can do right now. You can literally memorize these secrets, go out and repeat them, and watch what happens. The hardest part's already done. But more importantly, it isn't just about controlling others. It's also about you. Here's exactly what I mean. Mental Warfare Secrets is about you, effortlessly getting whatever you want. You'll discover that you have only been using a tiny amount of your real ability. Scott shows you how to access that part of you, a kind of genie inside you that is capable of creating the life you've always dreamed of instantly. The techniques in this program will show you how to make your dreams come true, not in some far-off distant future, but right now. This DVD and 3 CD instant download and the secrets in them are not available anywhere else. In fact, they are so potent, so effective, so instantly powerful that in order to purchase them, you must promise to never share these secret tactics with anyone and to only use them for lawful purposes. I want you to have these secrets. You know you need them, especially if you're going to win every battle in life. Do you think that winning at life, making more money than your friends, slaughtering the competition, and easily attracting everything you want like a giant magnet is easy? Well, I do, and I've seen Scott prove it dozens of times. Now you can do the same. And this is your wake-up call. If you are one of the few who know a good thing when they see it, who know the truth when they hear it, then you will become the master of yourself and those around you with mental warfare secrets. The Mental Warfare Secrets program will show you how to conquer yourself once and for all, and then conquer anyone else. Once you get this knowledge, you can finally be the way you want to be, the way you know you really should be. Of course, 99% of the population is comfortable in ignorance and mediocrity. If you want to continue in apathy and live inside a little box, don't bother to call. We won't miss you. But for those who must win at life, who need to know how, then this is for you. You have the courage to step up and level up. That's why after you've absorbed this new program that no one else has anywhere else, you'll walk into a room and immediately grab attention and radiate power. Watch how people notice that you've been transformed. It'll be magnetizing, and it's all real. I've put it all on the line here. This is the best damn course on the planet. A DVD and CD set, 8 hours of peer empowerment that you'll have immediate access to, chock full of life's mind control and mental warfare secrets. That's huge. I guess the only thing possibly holding you back at this point is the price of $97. Most people waste more than that trying to fix what not knowing these secrets has cost them. If you don't invest in yourself today, in your skills, in your confidence, what kind of life will you end up struggling through again tomorrow? You know something like this doesn't come along every day. Most people don't have the balls to do anything, to try something different, even if they know it will work. That's why the moment you order now, you'll immediately be at a huge advantage over everyone else. Of course, you can stream Mental Warfare Secrets on your favorite device anytime you want. You can even download the entire program to keep and protect as your own. All I'm asking is that you give it a try. Is that fair? Order right now, and you'll be on your way.